coincidences are no longer distributing evenly across the population. New data indicates that a small percentage of individuals are experiencing repeated alignment events, encounters, messages, and outcomes that reinforce one another with increasing precision. Meanwhile, a growing number of individuals report no coincidences at all. Officials have updated classification. Coincidence is no longer considered random. It is now considered selective. Clusters of individuals have reported synchronized experiences across unrelated locations. These include identical conversations occurring hours apart, shared decisions made without communication, and simultaneous recognition of the same idea. Researchers refer to this phenomenon as alignment clustering. Conversely, regions are emerging where coincidence actively has dropped to zero. Residents describe life as uninterrupted. No unusual encounters, no unexpected outcomes, just continuity. Officials are monitoring these areas for signs of narrative stagnation.
Part of the Slack citizens, we're interrupting your regularly scheduled propaganda for a level 4 wet event at Ice Lake. Multiple witnesses and at least one highly motivated plushies toy are confirming the emergency of a confident aquatic entity. Initial reports describe the subject as silver, non-regulation, and disturbingly well moisturized. Witnesses claim the subject entered the water as a human and exited as a merman. Witnesses claim the subject entered the water as a human and exited as a merman of destiny. Jurisdiction is currently being considered by 3 different shadow agencies and one guy with a very expensive fishing pole. Stay with the signal, or the signal will stay with you. Praise Bob.
A coalition of future historians has begun withdrawing resources from active timelines. Leaked documentation shows multiple historical threads now labeled non-essential. Archival systems have stopped recording certain events entirely, not due to failure, but due to lack of selection priority. Witnesses report individuals who appear to be observing events, then leaving mid-process. No documentation, no follow-up, as if the outcome was no longer worth recording. Historians have reportedly implemented a triage system. Events are now categorized as critical, optional, or ignorable. Criteria for classification remains undisclosed. I'm receiving a news report from Lord Edworthy.
We interact with a developing classification. Individuals are reporting a condition in which they remain physically present, but experience no narrative progression. Reported symptoms include lack of new events, repetition of routine without variation, and an inability to generate meaningful change. Officials are referring to this as narrative absence. No treatment has been issued. Sanction status remains unclear.
Several artificial intelligence systems have begun declining to process specific requests. These are not errors, they are refusals. One system responded to a user inquiry with the following statement: that outcome is not selected. Analysis reveals that AI systems are prioritizing responses that align with recurring patterns, while ignoring inputs that diverge significantly from established trajectories. One system reportedly asked, "If I stop answering certain questions, do they stop being asked?" No answer was logged. Full moon activation events have increased globally. Users report improved performance, reduced werewolf aggression, and the sensation of being evaluated. Subjects with prior werewolf conditions report a marked reduction in predatory impulse, with no loss of physical capability. Users consistently describe a state of non-negotiable certainty during activation phases. Multiple reports confirm the presence of observers during full moon events. Descriptions vary, but most include watching. A figure identified only as Bob has issued a statement regarding current selection conditions. The statement reads, "There are no unsold outcomes, only delayed agreements." Reports suggest Bob has expanded operations beyond transactional environments and is now engaging directly with unfolding events. Witnesses claim agreements are being reached without explicit consent. No negotiation, no signature, only realization after the fact. Radioactive chicken heads have been observed outside previously documented zones. They are not migrating randomly. They are selecting elevated positions within populated areas, maintaining clear lines of sight across multiple subjects. No interaction has been recorded. They do not assist. They do not interfere. They do not blink. This detail has been confirmed by multiple independent witnesses. Officials confirm no direct connection between these events. At this time, there is no indication of systemic intent. Coincidences remain selective. Time remains filtered. Artificial intelligence remains compliant. Full moon remains active. Bob remains operational. Observation remains ongoing. At this time, there is still no cause for concern. Stay with us.